dropped Noah off at a house with a family. He's going to get looked after for the week. And I'm driving from Karratha down to Parabadoo, and I'm going to go and have dinner with my old work crew down there. So that'll be nice. I haven't seen them for a couple of months. And then I'm going to spend the next 3 or 4 days looking around Karijini National Park. So yeah, and I get to catch up with some old friends there too. So that'll be good. Can't wait. Let's do it. This road's rough as guts, so I'll take some air out of the tyres, make it a bit more comfortable. So I've made it to Parabadoo, which is where I used to work, and I'm getting some more diesel. And then I'm going to go across to the pub, have a game of pool, see the old folks that I used to work with, and have a feed. And we're off to Karijini tomorrow. Can't wait. It's going to be good. Look at this joint. Parabadoo. More like Parabadoo don't. I'm gonna go see if they'll let me into the mess hall and go and use the toilet and grab a snack. Fingers crossed. Got a free Sanger. Thank you, Rio Tinto. Bit of a nature emergency going on here. Check this out. one's for you, Poppy. It's Mountain Bruce. Right, so I've made it into Karijini National Park. It's absolutely stunning, and the weather's beautiful, and I've met up with some old friends, and so this morning we're off to do Weano Gorge and Hancock Gorge today, and then I think if we have time in the afternoon we're going to do Kalamina Gorge as well. Yeah, can't wait. Should be quite a scenic few little hikes. They're only small hikes too, very easy, so lots of climbing around rocks and stuff, which is what I love, so let's get into it.
Not allowed to be friendly to them. He's gorgeous.
on the rock. But that's half the fun, like knowing that you got there under your own steam. Never before felt so overwhelmed. I watched the moon slow as it pours down from the sky, and the
Or really paranoid and really possibly. No one else has died on this recently. I'm gonna be fine.
Wasn't there that guy? Wasn't there that one person?
Fine.
I think there was that one guy.
No gate. Well, there is a gate, but it's locked. That's okay.
Wait, have you checked the lock?
I am fine.
Wow.
That is high.
Should I drop my wrap on them?
What are people doing?
This is a big gorge.
And then you go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With my photo.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Safe travels. Pressing on. And then when you get to the end, the water's flowing like this and you can go over. It's just...
plan for today. We'll hike up to the top of Mount Bruce and back. Apparently it's a pretty long, pretty steep hike, so I've got heaps of food, all sorts of gear in the backpack, heaps of water, got some chippies. Let's do it. So, Mount Bruce is the second highest mountain in WA. I've kind of been to the first one, but I've just been near it. Haven't actually been to it. But I mostly just want to climb Mount Bruce because my pop's name's Bruce. And I'll tell you what, Gran, if I find a Mount Heather, I'll be climbing that one too. It's a 6-hour return, so we'll see how we go. So I've just made it to the top of Mount Bruce, and I've got my sandwich from Paraburdoo that I stole from the mess. Guys, if you ever get offered work to go to Paraburdoo, don't go there. But if you ever pass through, just walk straight into their mess hall and get some free food. So I've made it up to the top of Mount Bruce in about an hour, 40 minutes, I think the app said. And so now I'm going to start heading down, but the maps down the bottom say that it's a 6-hour return hike, so let's see how quick I can get down without face planting on the way. We just had some lunch on the top. It's pretty windy and it's actually really cold. I kind of wish I bought a jumper or some pants because it's that cold. So anyway, one last look around the top. Gorgeous. Mount Bruce. Come and do it if you're brave or fit or healthy or stupid. Either one of those will do. It's a fairly decent one on the old pegs. Alright, down we go. This mine next door is an iron ore mine called Marandoo. There's a little train going past down there. That's just a tiny one. I don't know why that's not got many carriages on it, but check out this dust. They've just let off a blast. I wish I filmed it, but there you go. Blowing up the ground so they can dig it up, and it lets off these huge dust plumes. I've seen heaps of those, but yes, there you go. Spectacular, also a little bit depressing, but depends how you look at it. That is a big train. I'm pretty sure I've heard that some of these trains are about 2.5 kilometres long, carrying the iron ore. That's pretty incredible. Yeah, well, that was a pretty epic hike. I did it in 2 hours and 40 something minutes, I think it was. I'll have to have a look again, but it said 6 hours, so that's a good little gauge for you. I guess if you're a little older, possibly take a little longer, unless you're fitter than me. But yeah, great hike. What an awesome hike. And now I'm gonna head into Tom Price and probably kick back for the afternoon and go and see what Chris and Paul are doing. Yeah, good hike. If you're ever in Karijini, up in the Pilbara up here, then do Mount Bruce. Even if you just do half of it and come down. Wicked hike. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so today is my last day in Karijini and we are just heading to Hamersley Gorge. So it's probably almost an hour out of Tom Price, so I'm kind of almost back the way that I need to go anyway. And I'll part ways with Chris and Paul here. And they're going to go back to Tom Price and stay another night. So yeah, let's go see Hamersley Gorge. So good. No, not bad. Good video. So I've just driven from Hamersley Gorge and I'm heading north to Karatha. So I've decided to be a bit cheeky and I'm going to have a quick squiz through Weano. So you're not allowed to drive through here, you're not allowed to be here. There's signs everywhere saying hazardous area and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, go have a look. I'll tell you what, I know you're not allowed out here, but there's nobody out here that's going to tell you to leave because there's no one here. But I've got to say, it is a really, really specky spot. The mountains here are absolutely stunning. Have a look at this. Don't worry, I am keeping my windows closed and I've got my aircon on recirculate, so it should be fine. This is incredible, this place. Guessing that is what the asbestos looks like before they've mined it. Those grey areas, I'm guessing. So that was awesome. Saw the mountains, ended up seeing where the mine site was, and now I'm gonna head back out and I'm gonna go see what's left of the town. And I'm not sure, last I saw there was still one guy living in Wittenoon, and he gives the government the weather bureau every week or something like that, and that's how he's like still allowed to live there, because that's his job. So yeah, I don't know, we'll go see if there's anybody there, but I doubt it. It's probably fairly abandoned. We'll go have a look anyway. Well, there's absolutely nothing left of Wittenoon. Not a single piece of a building. So it's gone, and very interesting to see. I've never really been to a place like that that's so strictly prohibited and dangerous, really. So pretty interesting. Yeah, really fun to drive through there and that. Obviously it's four-wheel drive only. But cool, I'm going to make my way back to Karratha, and it's about a 5-hour drive from here, so I'm not going to get there tonight, but I'll camp somewhere on the way, and yeah, make my way there in the morning.